Hey y'all, welcome back. We're less than 1 week away from Christmas. Are you ready? I think we're finally done, and in typical fashion, I'm just ready to get it over with. So, this video is simply washing the dishes and cooking some chicken enchiladas. I don't remember what the actual recipe is called, but I know it's a white sauce with the green chilies. So I don't know if it's green chili chicken enchiladas or what. But anyway, that'll be after I get this kitchen cleaned up. I know that my cooking recipes, cooking videos don't do as good as cleaning, but I had the footage, so I figured I would throw it in there. So if you don't want to see that part, click out after the dishes. Okay, for these enchiladas, I will link the recipe in the description box below, but I'm going to just kind of walk you through what I did. First of all, I did an entire package of boneless, skinless chicken breast because I knew that I would need a lot of meat, for one, because not everybody eats the enchiladas, so I would need meat for that. But then also, DJ wanted chicken and cheese quesadillas, and then some of the other kids just had cheese quesadillas. So anyway, I took the entire pack of boneless, skinless chicken breast and I cooked it in the Instant Pot, and I used, I cooked it, the entire pack, and I filled the pot up to the max line of water because my intention was to also create some stock, some chicken broth. So, I seasoned it really good, or so I thought, and then I cooked it and I left it sitting in that liquid for a while. And when I was ready to go and start assembling the enchiladas, I just went, pulled the chicken out of that broth and started shredding it. It could have really just been, it was so tender, you just could touch it and it would fall apart, but I did use a knife because it was hot for some of it. But what I didn't realize was, I guess because I used so much water, the chicken literally had no taste. So my husband ended up not liking the finished product because he said the chicken was plain, which I did agree. But the white sauce that you make to go on top did give it some flavor. And I mean, if you top your enchiladas with sour cream and green onions and jalapenos, there's going to be flavor there anyway. But I didn't do the sour cream and jalapenos. I just did my Taco Bell mild sauce. Or actually, I think it might be hot sauce. And so it was okay. But next time I do these, I will definitely make sure that the meat is seasoned properly. Because, you know, you have to season every layer of the dish, and starting out with bland chicken really just didn't cut it. So once you shred all of your chicken, you take about 4 cups of your chicken broth and you make a white sauce with that. In my shredded chicken, I did add like more seasoning because by now I knew it didn't have any seasoning. And you mix in some cheese and I can't really remember what else goes into this mixture, but then you roll up your tortilla shells. I did do half regular flour tortillas and half low carb flour tortillas. And I made that in 2 separate pans. That way I could keep them, tell them apart, because you can't tell just by looking at them if they're low carb or not. And honestly, you can't taste the difference either. But anyway, that is what I did. And then I come back and you make basically a roux with your flour and butter. And then you add your liquid. I used 2 cans of the diced green chilies. And the recipe didn't call for it, but I did include 1 can of cream of chicken soup. And that's about it for your white sauce. More cheese. And then you just, pour it on top and bake it. I did kind of veer off from the original recipe because I did throw in cream cheese, which I think cream cheese was in the original recipe, or maybe not. I looked at several. It called for like 2 cups of sour cream, which I didn't use the full 2 cups. I just threw in a little bit of this and a little bit of that. The white sauce did end up having very good flavor. So, and I also ended up with 2 containers of this chicken broth for the freezer. So I was happy about that. And then once I got those in the oven, I went ahead and started working on the quesadillas for the ones who would not eat enchiladas. Aubrey only eats cheese on hers, and so with my full-size tortilla shells, I just folded them in half like this. But I did have some smaller, like street taco size tortilla shells, and so those I stacked one on top of the other, with the cheese in the middle. For DJ, he wanted cheese and chicken on his, so I spent the time that the enchiladas were baking in the oven making these quesadillas for everybody else. And here's the finished product. This is going to be the end of this video. I hope that at least some of you enjoy it. I know it's not a typical cleaning video, but stick around because I do have more of those coming. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new and haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. And leave me a comment, that way I know that you watched the video. I hope that you and your family have very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all those things. And I'll see you in the next one.